Good morning, children. I hope everybody is fine and safe by God's grace. Children, we have entered into the second term of our academic year. We must thank God for adding one more day in our life. Okay, children. So what God is promising today is, He's just telling that He will instruct you, guide you, and lead you throughout this day. So God is telling that He will guide you in whatever work you are going to do. So let us begin this day with this hope. Okay, children. So we are going to learn a new lesson today. Shall we move on to the fourth unit of this prose lesson? Okay. You are going to learn about Submit written by Edmund Hillary. What this story, that is of the Submit, narrates the achievement of Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. They achieved success in climbing into the summit of the Mount Everest. John Hunt led the expedition to Mount Everest on May 29, 1953, with 6 men started for the expedition. So we are just going to learn about the adventure of Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, how they have achieved in reaching Mount Everest. So the meaning of the word, the summit means it is just the highest point of a hill or a mountain peak. That is what we call it as a summit. Okay, children, you can see the picture over here, Edmund Hillary and John Hunt. Okay, let us move on to the author. Okay, as usual we will learn about the author. The author is Sir Edmund Percival Hillary. He was born on 20th July 1919, 11th January 2008 and he was born in New Zealand. He is a mountaineer, explorer and a philanthropist. He served in Royal New Zealand Air Force as a navigator during the World War II. Okay. Following his ascent of Everest, Hillary devoted himself to assisting the Sherpa people of Nepal through the Himalayan Trust which he established. So these are the works what Hillary has written. That is the High Adventure, No Latitude for Error, Nothing Venture, Nothing View from Summit, The Remarkable Memoir of the First Person to Conquer Everest are some of his works. This is all about the author. See, adventures, expeditions and explorations are always exciting, especially when they are real of it is the first of its kind. It is even more thrilling. The only question that comes to one's mind is what makes one to take up such tasks that involve high risk. It is the spirit of formidable adventure and certain qualities which make them achieve such feats. So when we are, everybody wants to make an adventure, or everybody likes to go for a trekking. So what is most needed is the formidable spirit. That is the determination to reach the uttermost end of the peak. Okay. This prose unit is slightly adapted except from the ascent of Everest by John Hunt. John Hunt is the person who is leading these people to Mount Everest. Sir Edmund Hillary's own words tell us how the summit of Everest was reached. So before moving on to the lesson, children, we have to know how many of the people are climbing Mount Everest. There are, on May 28th, there were 6 men at Camp 8 on the South Col. Okay, the South Col means you can see the sharp edge col between Mount Everest and the highest of the 4th mountain. That is the in-between path of the Mount Everest. That is what you call it as South Col and North Col. Here, how many of them are traveling here is, first one is Edmund Hillary. You can see it here, Edmund Hillary, Tenzing, George Low, Alfred Gregory and 2 Sherpas. You know who are called as Sherpas? Sherpas are a member of Himalayan people living on the border of Nepal and Tibet. They are very much skilled in mountaineering or mountain climbing. Okay, they will help even the foreigners who are climbing the mountain. So 2 Sherpas, Pemba and Ang Niyama. These are the 6 people who just started for the expedition to climb Mount Everest. We will see what is happening in the next paragraph. But Pemba was too ill to climb. The others, heavily laden, climbed that day to a height of 27,900 feet. Here Hilary and Tenzing put up a little tent and watched their companions go down the ridge back towards the south cone. As the sun set, Hilary and Tenzing crawled into the tent, put on their warm clothing and wriggled into their sleeping bags. Next morning, 4 a.m. on May 29th, they began to get ready for the climb. Children, this is a I made this lesson very short for you to learn it as a paragraph answer as well as the summary. With the picture, I am going to explain the gist of this lesson. You can just go through it and you can prepare it for your test. Okay. Now, can you see the picture over here? On May 29th in 1953, Hilary and Tenzing began to ready for the climb of the Mount Everest. They put up a little tent and stayed there that night. Hilary had removed his wet boots and cooked them over the flame of primus to soften them. Children, the meaning of the word primus is a stove, that is, okay, a cooking stove, okay. So before going for the expedition, they carried certain equipments. What are the equipments here? Ice axe, crampons and ice hammer. Crampons here refer to a metal plate with spikes fixed to a boot for walking on ice. The other 2 things are the hammer and the axe were carried during their expedition. Next morning they are getting ready. At 6:30 a.m. they crawled out of the tent into the snow and moved off. From here the ridge narrowed to a knife edge. So they started their expedition at 6:30 a.m. Tenzing kicked steps into a long traverse back towards the ridge and they reached its crest where it forms a great snow bump at about 28,000 feet. You can see the picture over here. The soft snow made a route on top of the ridge, both difficult and dangerous, which sometimes held Hilary's weight but often gave way suddenly. Later they found 2 oxygen bottles containing several hundreds liters of oxygen left on the earlier attempt by Evans and Baudouin. See, 2 oxygen packages are here. The people were not able to climb Mount Everest. They left over there. These people found out those oxygen boxes and they started to use for their own use. Okay. Hilary felt the fierce determination that nothing could stop them reaching the top. So they became tired while climbing Mount Everest, but Hilary was very confident and he was just telling that nothing could stop them reaching Mount Everest. When they reached the south summit, Hilary felt a sense of freedom and well-being. So when they reached the south summit, they were having a full confidence that they will reach Mount Everest. You know, it's not an easy job climbing Mount Everest. They have to cross such a difficult path and they are struggling to reach the highest peak. Okay, they have to cross the snow, they have to meet all the difficult situations. So relief that there were no more steps to cut, no more ridges to traverse and no more humps to tantalize them with the hopes of success. So finally they reached Mount Everest. See, they shook hands and expressed their joy and it was 11:30 a.m. So out of so much difficulties and troubles, they started to reach Mount Everest and from there they can see the peak Makalu, Kanchenjunga and the ranges of Nepal could be seen from there. The ridge has taken them 2.5 hours, but it seemed like a lifetime. So somehow with much difficulties they reached the peak. The most important photograph Hillary felt was a shot down the North Ridge showing the North Col and the old route which had been made famous by the struggles of those great climbers of 1920s and 1930s. You can see them, they started to take a photograph there, and the photograph portrayed the North Col and the old route of the great climbers. Tenzing made a little hole. So when they reached the summit, what Tenzing did was he made a little hole in the snow and placed a bar of chocolate, a packet of biscuits and a handful of lollies to God of lofty summit. So out of the difficult situation, they were very happy to reach Mount Everest. So they just wanted to offer a gift, that is a gift of article of food was offered by Tenzing to the God of lofty summit. Okay, and what Hillary did is Hillary too made a hole in the snow and placed the crucifix beside Tenzing's gift. You can see the cross symbol over here. This was given by John Hunt when they were just starting for the expedition. So when they reached that Mount Everest, the highest peak, they can fix it over there. So Tenzing, what he did, he just placed the crucifix beside Tenzing's gift. This was the gift he has just fixed over the highest peak, the Mount Everest. While descending the ridge of South Col, just short of the tent, Hillary's oxygen ran out. After 15 minutes, they moved down of the summit. At last, they reached their camp. So what happened? The Hillary's oxygen ran out, and quickly they moved away from that place. And finally, within 15 minutes, they reached. That is, they moved down off the summit. They came out of the summit, and at last they reached the camp where they have stayed and had a good meet, that is sleeping there. They crawled into the tent and made their adventure successful. They were so happy that they finally reached their destination. Children, only the points I have given you, you have to make it in a paragraph, or you can use it for 2-mark questions or 3-line answers. Okay, very short I have made this lesson. Now what did you learn from this lesson? Children, first thing, the spirit of formidable adventure. So these people, what they did, they were having the spirit of formidable adventure. They wanted to they wanted to reach the summit. So they wanted to make an adventure. Finally, with the spirit of enthusiasm and determination, they reached that particular place. Then you must have a firm determination. When you wanted to achieve adventure, you must have a firm determination. Here Hillary and Tenzing was having a firm determination, the aim, they have to reach the spot. Then the next one is the teamwork and self-confidence. If you don't have self-confidence, see, the half the way the cylinder is being kept while they were climbing Everest. Many people lost the way, many people returned back, they were not able to climb. But these two were having what? Self-confidence. And selflessness and resolve enabled Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay to reach the peak. Then to climb the Everest guided by the Almighty God. Without God's presence, they cannot reach the peak, or they cannot have such a beautiful, a wonderful adventure in climbing up Mount Everest. So these are the things you have to keep it in your mind, children. Spirit of formidable, firm determination, teamwork, confidence, selflessness, and above all, we must have God's guidance in doing the work when we are adventuring certain new things. That is how Hillary and Tenzing reached Mount Everest. So after this, children, I have attached supplementary video for you. You can go through it related to this topic. As usual, you can do the test, whatever is assigned for you. Okay, children, I hope that you have enjoyed this lesson. Thank you, children. Children, I hope that you have understood the lesson. I want you to take up the Kahoots and the test, whatever is assigned for you related to this lesson taught. And also, I want you to learn the glossary meanings and the question and answers related to the lesson taught. Okay, children, I hope that you will follow my instructions and do the same. Thank you, children, for listening. Meet you in the next class.